Pounders, welcome back. Today we're going to adjust the ranks for best ball on Underdog Fantasy live on stream, as well as just do a little live look into where these players are going to fall. We'll have a little we still have to update the Bucky ranking as well. Um Move on from Rashad White and Sean Tucker. Like, you gotta think that they're going to bring someone else in, so I don't want to completely overreact and be like, "He's getting 110% of the touches." So I have seen, like, "Bucky Irving to the moon! He's he's going at the 12." I've seen people boost him up to 17. Like, okay, let's try to think a little reasonably. It is early March. We have free agency and the NFL draft and some new coaches as well. So I do want to give him the boost because I don't want zero because he could have a good run out on top of the news that Sean Tucker's moving on. The big thing there for me is the goal line, right? That's why we gave Bucky this kind of little punishment of ADP, currently going around 25, but this is going to 27. Okay, so he recently fell behind Jacobs. I think we boost him up ahead of Jacobs, which we've done here. We probably go back up here to 25. 1 is name, so it's always gonna be -1 to the ranking you see, so this is 25. Depending on if you need receiver or a lot base fine there. Just gonna adjust. I'll be interested to see where he's going in the rooms, if people are still going crazy, but Bucky with full volume, um, I like him better as a 1A. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. Hey, Sandy in the house. Man, we got the names. We got all the names here. Appreciate you, boys. If you enjoy the stream and the content as we go on, slap the like. Truly appreciate it as we return back our third stream back today. But we are going to make the update to our top 175 CSB ranks, which are available to all Patreon members and YouTube memberships, the Maxers. Something that I update every few days, especially as we get news. And not overly actionable. Like this, Bucky Irving could fall for me pretty easily based on what happens in the combine and such, but I have a feeling he's gonna be going before his ADP of 27, so we'll see live in the room what that looks like. Alright, moving on to the Chicago receivers. Obviously, you get rid of DJ Moore, you're getting rid of a lot of targets opening up, but also a lot of snaps opening up. DJ Moore was the full-time receiver for this offense, so you're getting a lot of snaps to open up. For these young receivers, what the heck was that? Yo, UD. Where's my DJ Moore here? Alright. If you check the snaps, I wanna say he was about an 80% snap player, so you're gonna get that boost for Luther Burden, but, I mean, his ADP is sort of already juiced, in my opinion. I think he just sort of becomes worth his ADP now of 49. Like, we were already I feel like it was semi-baked in already. Like, okay, you wanna put him above Terry? Okay, you wanna put him above Emeka? Okay. Above Devontae? Now it's like, hmm, Okay, I'm not going above Smith. Flowers, I could see falling in the combine or free agency. I could see Baltimore adding someone. They obviously they need another offensive piece, especially if they get rid of Likely. So I do see Zay Flowers' ADP is a little volatile. I still like him. I don't think there's a case in which, um, he goes down under, like, 100 and 167 point like, his rookie season. I really don't see him dipping below this, but does he have the moonshot to go 240? Uh, I don't I don't think so. I think they're gonna add another piece, a significant piece in Baltimore, but we'll see. I'm still mixing in Flowers, but I do like Smith a little more, just making the bet that AJ Brown moves on. You're making these small bets whether, um, their role's gonna survive the draft and free agency or not. That's the big board. It's it's trying to think as reasonably as possible about what does this team need, and what do I think is gonna happen to the players that are there, and how will it impact them? And making some small bets and stringing some correct calls together. Gonna help boost the advance rates here, but Luther Burden at 49? I mean, he's just kinda I think he's okay now. I thought it's okay now. Rome, definitely most certainly going above Watson. Let's check the actual ranks where we have these guys. I might I think I have to put Rice behind Burden, which feels wild in Lamar, but we'll give so we do have Burden right behind Devontae Adams and Flowers already. Um, so I really I don't mind that spot. I don't mind that spot. But Colson Loveland, I don't mind this as well. Swift up here. We have Swift boosted up a little bit. And then Rome. Rome's ADP is 57. Rome's ADP is 57. We already have him above Watson. So it's not like we have to boost him above Watson because of this news. I would put him above these QBs, potentially above Sutton, most likely above Waddle until we see what happens in Miami at quarterback, which is there a good option? I'm not even sure. I kinda like this. Um, Swift at 50 we have him at 51 technically. CP's 59. We will put Rome above Swift. I like something like this. When it comes down to now you're looking at Rome versus Carnell Tate and Emeka Egbuka for wide receivers. Tate and Emeka Egbuka. I think this is a little closer to what we should be looking at for what's reasonable. Right here, we have Rome, Tate, and then Emeka's up the board even more. So we have Emeka down a little bit. But this feels like a pretty good spot for Rome. It's gonna give you some room to get him a little before ADP, and then we'll adjust, right? So I'm gonna make these ranks based on where I think they go, and then I go in the draft room and I see where they're actually going, and then I may make small adjustments again. That's how I do my ranks. First, my brain. I use my brain where I think they should go, and then we see where other people in the draft room think they go and whether we're gonna pay that price or not. I would like to do it. We gave Tootin a nice boost on the recent update. If you guys are subscribed, I fully recommend it, $7, and we were top 25 in big board and BBM advance rates out of hundreds of thousands of drafters, so that's cool. Diggs, Myers, Demont up here. Those are the big ones, and then we have to move on to DJ Moore. And we have to put, Diggs down the board as well. We'll do Diggs first, and I think there's a little overreaction going on right now. Obvious the Pats was one of the best spots for him. Like, there's no doubt the Patriots were one of the best spots for him. Uh, but when we start talking about Diggs versus Jennings and Worthy, it's sorta tough for me to put him any lower than this, and I've been getting him at 114, 115, so just know you can push him, but I would still probably rather Diggs, who didn't get injured last year, right? Ended the season healthy. The legal troubles, maybe there's something about the legal troubles. That's the only caveat here, is there's definitely doesn't come without risk. Does he miss 3 games, 4 games? Do we care about 3 or 4 games early in the season? Yes and no. Yes and no. Would I rather Diggs at ADP over Diggs next, like, in this scenario? Maybe. Yeah, like, so there might be better values, but when we talk about the range of where these players are going, like Jennings Worthy, um, even like Gadsden, Corum, yeah, it's tough for me to drop him and overreact. Right when he signs, he's going back up the board. Like, I don't see a team, and I'm sure there is one. What's a team that makes him fall to, like, 140, 150? It would have to be the legal troubles. It would have Let me try to fix it real quick. Appreciate you. Let me know if that ends up fixing it. The Browns, 100% the Browns, but why would the Browns bring in a veteran wide receiver for 24,000,000 a year? I don't even count that as a spot. Um, I don't even count it as a spot. Yeah, there could be, and man, like 3, 4 games really doesn't make me blink. 6 games, okay. 6, we're 3 games, absolutely not, like, really don't care. It's more so where's this guy gonna land, right? That's gonna be the biggest impact, but I don't see a lot of places that would be going after a veteran wide receiver like Stephon Diggs that would make him, like, fall to 150. Stephon Diggs is gonna cook on the 49ers is crazy. So just kinda thinking reasonably about it, you know, Titans, like, Calvin Ridley didn't work. We're still dealing with that. Like, I don't think even a team like the Titans, uh, he's not gonna I just don't see him falling too far. So, scoop him while you can in the 110, 115 range. Smarter people than I've seen doing it, so just something to note. DJ Moore now. I mean, we've been waiting. We've been waiting to boost someone. I mean, another someone, because we already have Michael Wilson down the board 23 spots, and Parker Washington, we're down the board 10 spots. We've been waiting to put some more people above these guys, and here we go. That was easy. Um, let's not get carried away now. Where's my wide receiver tier? I mean, we're putting him above Jacoby Myers. Ah, 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 ah. We're being reasonable. We are being reasonable. Remember, this is the Bills Super Bowl. This is as close as they get. This is as close as they get. Um, man, Yup. Now we're in the Mike Evans range. Yep, it's happening. I'm sorry. Now we're in the Sutton range. I mean, you're just gonna look at the comparison between DJ Moore and Waddle, and you're gonna be like, it's coming down to the QB. Like, even if Waddle was significantly better, which, I mean, it's been a few down years, some injuries every other game, maybe even every game in the medical tent. So you get sick of those notifications really fast. It doesn't get too hard to do that. Tyson with the injury risk and just some unknown. I mean, we're looking at, like, right here. It's and I like that you can act Henderson for cheaper, so we will put DJ Moore up here. Um, actually like Javonte Williams behind this list as well. Man, Rice is interesting. That's an interesting conversation as well. The spiraling everyone always overreacts at the start of the year. I feel like I'm joining in on that with Rashi Rice. It's like I don't want any, and then as we get more information and it's like, "Oh, he's gonna play football," and then he just rises, and then you miss out on so different tolerance risks, right, when it comes to certain players and, legal troubles. Something I try to keep in mind is whatever we think it's going to be, it's usually the under, but man, Rice might be the exception. He might be the exception. Keep it moving. Evans is a steal. I think we have Evans up the board. We have him at pick 60, so we're a little ahead of ADP still on Evans. Yeah, this feels good. DJ Moore at 48. Yeah, you could make the argument that he trickles up the board even more, to be honest. But, for now, this I would just try to grab him in the middle of this 48 to where he is now at, like, 90 something. Tate still over DJ needs to be studied. Yeah, there's a world in which Tate gets a pretty good landing spot, but I get it. No, I get it. This will adjust, though, that's the thing. Like, before the next couple you're not gonna right now, I wouldn't go DJ Moore ahead of these guys because I know I can get both. Like, I'm gonna still try to get DJ Moore in the 70s right now. I'm still gonna try to get DJ Moore until I see what's happening in the draft room, and then as the ADPs update, I will update this again, but right now, it's pretty comfy. Yeah, DJ over Terry, like, it's not far off. It's not far off at all. I I 100% agree. 100% agree. But part of this tier, I think more so instead of just thinking of it as, like, individual, these are, like, tiered off. I see this one as the same tier. But DJ Moore, yeah, we could easily boost it above this, but just know when you're going to grab when you're trying to get the ADP value, you're going to see people grab him in the 40s. You're gonna see people grab him in the 50s. You're always you're you're always gonna get him in this range anyways once ADP settles, so just try, and whether this is a 2 AM draft or 3 AM or whatever, early morning draft, take a look at the people at the top, see if you recognize any names, you know? "Oh, this guy's gonna grab him here." Take a note. "Oh, someone grabbed him at 58. Who was that? Is he in my next draft?" Now I know if I have him valued at 43 and this guy takes him at 50 every time, see where you are and try to get the value on them. It's one of my notes. Hey, I appreciate you donating 1 Memby to the pound. Who ended up getting that one? Let's make some new mods here too. I'm feeling like modding people up. Better chance of becoming mod. All right. 0, bum, 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 mod. Stars? Mod. Turbotron? Long-term long-term follower, as well as man, it's been part of the YouTube memberships for a minute now. I appreciate you, my guy. Really do. More mods to come. More mods to come. But that feels about right. He might be one of the biggest risers in the big board when it comes down to, like, the price adjusted ADP going from 90 something to the 40s, 50s. Damn, that's that's quite the rise. That's quite the rise, and I could see him going up the board even more. If you told me he's more above Vlad, I wouldn't think I definitely wouldn't think you're crazy. I think the lad price is pretty contingent on keeping out too. So if that doesn't happen, yeah, sure. I like young players going into year 3, absolutely. We are doing a little bit of projecting here, hoping some of the chips fall into the right places. See money, I'm off for Davis, leave me out of all that. I stay busy enough. Oh, man. I'll keep this up, but as we go on, if I see any other players I have to update, I will. Let me download this now. I'm also gonna send this out to the Patreon members as well. If you guys want a copy and I update the ranks as often as we get news, um, you can get the ranks. The link is in the description of the video to the Patreon. It's pinned on the post as well in the chat. Take our ranks very serious. Very serious. All right. Let's do a little clear. Upload. Save. And now we jump in. Waiting on 5. 5 friends and family freaks. Oh my god. I don't know. After the adrenaline of acquiring a Stephon Diggs-esque player, we might be able to put up 20 right easy. All right, I do have to catch up on my Gibbs shares. Been getting a lot of ones, but I have to Bijan, a lot of 3s, even 2s. With those 2s, they go Gibbs. So I gotta make I wanna balance this out a little bit. Shout out to TS Lane in the house. Kennedy, what's up? Buck, E Coxer, 0 fucks. This room is going to be this is like playoff football in March right here. This room's gonna be like playoff football. Strap in. This is this is not this is not gonna be an easy room. And I'm not used to drafting at the 1. I'm actually very excited, very excited. Glad we're back in here at 12. Dude, I've not been enjoying the 12 hole. I'm not Getting a good amount of Jefferson, so if Jefferson does get a serviceable quarterback, like, yeah, it could be a pretty good spot. Jefferson could be a very good spot. Yeah, we're taking Gibbs. Taking Gibbs. Just balancing out the exposure. I wanna be pretty equal between Gibbs and Bijan anyways. Pretty equal. Let's pull up the board. I do like what they did to the visual of this board. It looks really nice. Looks really nice. Genty at 7. We're already getting a little Akko Taco. Be the king. I'm glad you guys are at least pretty far away from me, but I have some pounders on the front end as well. Board update was so cool. Like, visually, it's just so much better to look at. Let me how's that? We'll pop it in one more closer. What's 2 do? 2 gets rid of the 11 and 12 hole. That's good right there. How many streams a week? This is dependent on on kids' health, but I'm gonna try to do 3 a week pretty consistently. This is already my 3rd this week. So we're gonna go over some weeks, we're gonna go under some weeks, but a balance of about 3 drafts a week, 3 streams a week is the goal, is the goal. We should be getting an update to BDO as soon as today, so looking forward to that as well. So I want all my exposures up, I wanna see my combinations, and I already know there's gonna be some chalky combinations on the back end where it's like, "Man, maybe I will just go Jefferson plus Love." So I wanna see these combos through the first 3 rounds. Boog's in the house. What's up, baby? Pounders. Whoever leaves a whoever leaves a comment when this video is posted, I'm going to respond to you in a voice comment. I'm going to respond to you in a voice comment. Drake London Lamb start. Ooh, 8 oof, Amon-Ra plus Jefferson would have been a very, very fun, very, very fun start. I think I would have had a report the whole draft room for that. Yes, you were spot on. You were absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Time to take DJ yet? Al Bugs Al Bugs missed the whole early part of the rankings video. Most important part of the video. Yeah, no, Bugs, we got him at 27. We put him at yeah, we put him right at 27. Right behind Bucky Irving. DJ Moore is a Bills, Amari Cooper. I like the Nico click there. Um, well, okay. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind this at all. Where did Bucky Irving went at 18? ADP has Bowers. Yeah, we're going Olave here. We'll grab 2 RBs plus Olave to start. Juicy, juicy. I also don't mind the idea of bringing players to this spot where it's like, okay, give me Gibbs, Olave, and Kawak, right? To get a little different combination, or Gibbs, Chase Brown, and AJ Brown. I don't mind mixing a couple different players that are in the same tier, really. Obviously, there's some risk with K-Walk landing spots, and I'm probably lower on him than most, but I do want a mix. Ooh, When he becomes a Patriot, where are you gonna put him? AJ Brown becomes a second rounder. Yeah, he's gonna move up. He'll move up into this area pretty easily. That'd be a blockbuster. I pray. I pray. Today, like, I woke up, I checked Twitter, I'm like, "Dear Lord, please, I do not wanna see Alec Pierce, 4-year deal, Patriots, 20-25 million a year." I'll just throw up everything. I'll throw up everything. Rice goes here at 33. The 3 RB start here, the 3 RB start from the 7 hole, does do they get out of control? Because guys, it's badgeless season. It is badgeless drafter season. You gotta keep an eye on these guys. No one can be trusted. No one can be trusted in March. I'll tell you that. So sitting here with 2 RBs, I'm praying this guy goes 9 straight. I'm praying he goes 9 straight. If you guys are just joining me, go down, slap the like on the live stream, hit the subscribe button. We are gonna be doing a 12-hour stream at 3K subscribers. That is what we decided on for this year. 12-hour stream at 3K. I think we hit it. I think we hit it. The grind starts now, though. The grind starts now. ETN, Lamar, Ladd. Okay, here's Burden. Burden off the board at 41. Loveland off the board at 42. Devonta Smith at 43. I like doing this as well, going AJ Brown and Devonta Smith right now, because if you do get AJ Brown to move on, both get a boost. Both get a boost. Dobbs is about 20 picks too cheap. And that's just adding in the risk of the potential of a good landing spot, right? I mean, I'm not taking DJ Moore here, or am I? I do like the idea of Travion Henderson as my 3rd RB. Mm, we're doing it. We're doing it. We officially doing it. In the 1 hole, go get your guys. We're bringing a little New England Buffalo correlate. Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. You are bleeding the Arby's dry. Oh, in a room like this, in the 1 hole, I'm a lot more comfortable grabbing and reaching up for my wide receiver that I want than playing from behind at RB. So, yeah, that's a clip. Not even a reach. Uh, yeah. No, it's so much easier to come back at wide receiver. But, I mean, already, like, look at the start, boys. I mean, look at the start. Just look at it. Just look at it. So, who's lucked into a Josh Allen, DJ Moore team? What is the 7 hole gonna do? Do they take their first wide receiver? Gibbs and Gibbs Jr. is nice. Yeah, we're trying to Hey, there's another RB! There's another RB! Officially put this team on watch. You guys are cooked. It works for me. Like, that's what I know that's going through at least a few people's mind right now. Let the 7 hole cook. Let the 7 hole cook. 4 RB, 1 tight end start. Who says no? Who says let the panic settle in the room. Let the panic settle in. Uh, I like Henderson in my builds as a 3rd RB. Man, New England's gonna run the ball. They'll run the ball a lot. Sure, he had some big spike weeks when Stevenson was out, but they're gonna continue to grow his role. I know in the playoffs, he took a step back, but they played a little more, cautious football, obviously, and they needed Drake May to get a semi block in there on passing downs. Dominating the flex. Yeah, still we gotta fill out our wide receiver 3 spot, but we'll Joey Burr pairs it up with T. Higgs, Lamb, London, T. Higgs, Burden, Cam Scat. I like that start as well, even though highest on Scat. We have him down the board at 66 right now, which I feel is fair. We're down the board on Harvey as well. I have 0 Harvey right now. Yeah, I get that. The Josh price is a little better today than it was when the contest opened just due to all QBs rising. Kennedy brings in Drake May. Goes Marv, interesting. I kinda just like double tapping tight end here, to be honest. Tight end, QB. We're double tapping QB. We're double tapping QB. Let me push off wide receiver some more. $350 on DJ Moore and $0 of it with Allen. Oh, no, please, please, please. No Malik Willis comparisons to Josh Allen, please. We gotta in the 12 hole, you do gotta reach up a little bit to go get your guys and play a little better positionally, seeing what's gonna come back to you. I do like this spot for wide receiver, though. Even here at 120, 121, we're pretty comfy there. We're pretty comfy there. Maybe go into our first tight end, and that spot's a really good spot for tight ends too. To be fair, it wasn't a comparison. No, I know you're based on price, but I mean, there's no guarantee Malik Willis starts every game next year. Like, I don't know what the confidence rate on that is. It's gonna change based on what team he lands on, but shit. Like, just throw out a blanket number, like, to my head, I'd be like 50% chance he starts every game. It might be a sellout. 68 on Harvey last night's really good, Cody. That's right where we have him. I think that's where, especially for the big board. We'll see. I mean, I never thought his role was safe, and now they're giving us some news that they're going after veterans. So, around 67, 68 becomes a little more palatable at least. Drake May plus Alec here. That goes hard. Let's go. Let's go. Little Saratoga. Chuba. Stevenson went off the board at 83 here. Seems right. Okay, here's the run of RBs. Maybe we double tap RB and we're done. Maybe we just double tap QB, we go 4, really punish the room, you know? Alright, let's go. We bring in a little jag stack with Myers at pick 96. We get a falling value at a position of need and Reno. QJ or Addison, I think we just lean QJ just for the stack here. I don't love the price on QJ, but here we're getting him after ADP at 97. It's a stack of Reno. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Like that's how you play it, boys. If you just do that every time, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh man, we're back. Josh providing me updates live on stream on BBO. Let's go. AI is wild too. AI is wild. Josh, if you hear me, good job. You're doing good. No one's no one's no one's excited for it. 2-4-2-1. Ladies first, continuing to dominate here. Stop the RB run though. Stop the RB run. Pitts off the board. Corum's an interesting one. Who's taking Corum at 101? I don't that's one that's a head scratcher for me. That one's actually a head scratcher. Like, he goes almost directly next to Dowdle, right? 97 for Corum. He goes like 5 picks ahead of Dowdle. What what is that? Who's doing it? Are those the bots that are doing that? Like, it's Drew. Now, this is a little different spot because Dowdle's off the board. Some of these guys that go after are off the board in the RB price. I mean, it's gonna get pretty ugly pretty fast here. So he kinda shores up the room a little bit here at 101. So I don't hate it as much, but what's up with him going before Dowdle? Yeah, Josh is part robot for sure. He bleeds code, like, he gets a cut and, like, C's and X's, like, little semicolons just come spilling out. Feels fine to me there if you need an RB. Don't love it, don't hate it. Oh, my comfy Godwin click. It's good. Yeah, I can only imagine. I have a ton of Godwin. I can only imagine how much Godwin Drew has. Coker's another one. Like, I don't know what we're doing with Coker at 114. Harvey should fall, but we'll see. We'll see. Combine free agency, does he survive? If he survives free agency, that's a good sign. I'd argue that's a good sign for Harvey if he survives free agency. I'll take my chances in the combine with this class. Malik Willis off, and let's see what Lane's gonna do in the live stream. I appreciate you, head of marketing here. CM C Money, like the stream chat. Appreciate you. Gadsden off the board. Okay. Mendoza. Freddie Mendoza. Mm. Oh, we have to put we have to put Shakir down the board a little bit. Um, I think we're just doing this. We definitely have to put Shakir under Debo and Dobbs, and I'm comfortable with him there. That seems like a good spot for these tight ends as well. Alright. We have a 2-3-6-0 start. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Gibbs, Chase Brown, TreVeyon Henderson, Christian Olave, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, Johnson, Jauan Jennings, Romeo Doubs. Little 3 tight end team coming, which is pretty much my standard for the big board. We'll see what comes back to us. I'm gonna make that change to Shakir right now. Shakira. Where you at? 119. Yeah. Behind Dobbs, behind those tight ends, behind Debo, behind Mike Washington just for fun. I like it. One of the QB risers that we should be keeping an eye on is Kyler Murray. The second he signs with the team, he's gonna rise, even though we all know the red zone, he might most likely get injured this season, but he is going to rise, especially with the price of quarterbacks. Where did he go in this draft? Looks like he already snuck off the board. Kyler Murray went at 108, ADP of 133, so you can sort of see already in a room with some sharper individuals already planning for that rise. I don't yeah, it's I could see him going here pretty easily. Stroud's one of my favorite. He's just, like, such a safe pick at the QB position in the 130s. You know what you're getting a full season, almost 0 risk outside of injury for not playing every single game this year. He's one of the cheaper quarterbacks that you have 100% certainty of him starting. Of course, Cam Ward is there as well, and that for the price of 134 is a little too cheap based on the price of all other quarterbacks and injury risk and a Jones, etcetera. All I want is a strange pick here. Give me Brenton. Give me Brenton. Got Stroud in the 160s last night, so so did I. I got him live on stream about 30 picks after ADP, and I had to punish the room. I had to punish the room. Goddard's there too. Damn. Oh, man. We are hitting the effing pockets right now. We are hitting the pockets. After ADP on both tight ends, we are hitting the pockets. Jim McMillan, I like this click. I like this click. Rashad White at 147. Also like the Rashad White click. I mean, there's just so many teams in need of a good third round, third down RB, right? You have Washington, clear need. Um, KC, you need they need someone to carry the ball as well. So there's some really good runouts for Rashad White. That's just 2 of them. Sean Tucker has to fall, right? Like, he has to fall. after not being re-signed by TB? I would think he would go in the 190, 200 range. I'd probably put him behind Brian Robinson. The whole appeal was he was in a spot where he was on a team where there was a need for a goal line RB. So, I don't know. His one of his nut runouts would be like being like a Gus Edwards type player for a team that was supposed to be Tampa Bay. So I don't know where he goes. That's a better spot than that. I don't think he's getting I don't I don't think he's pulling the type of role that is gonna be 1st, 2nd down every time for a team that's a 1A. I just don't see it. So I think he goes into the gulag, which I will update on the ranks. So many things to think through just with 1 or 2 updates. I'm just gonna put him behind Brian Robinson at 195. Booty's a good click right now. You gotta think Pats are gonna do something. They opened up a lot of cap. I could also see them just spending it on O-line and a pass rusher like Max Crosby, so we'll see. Boots off, Kelsey off at 164. I think Kelsey's worth the risk right now. I think he's worth the risk. We're sitting here at 362. QB the king, what are your thoughts on Sean Tucker, if you're chilling in here with us? Ooh, this is a really good spot for Aaron Jones, and I kinda hate this spot for everyone else. I'm not going Ayuk. I don't know if I can do the Ayuk thing. I know I have him down the board around, but I think we just sorta go safe here. We'll skip the Ayuk, we'll skip the Tank Dell. Just where we're not the strongest at receiver, we took 1 through 3 rounds. I just need a little more guaranteed points here. Tank Dell I like for end of season upside. If he's there on the way back around, we'll grab him on this team, but also not a bad spot for tight end. And then we'll add most likely we're gonna add 3rd QB, we'll see who's there, 20th. Most likely go 5, stop at 5 RBs, 3 tight ends. We just have a lot of rounds. These 20-round drafts, it's easy to fill in the holes. Jacoby Brissett at 170. He and I've covered this before. One of my He's one of the guys I wouldn't mind making a bet on starting 8 games this year. If you get those 8 games, he's gonna be pretty well priced. Dude, which ones? Like, at this point, like, did you see the Ayuk rumors? Like, which ones? Because everything I've seen is bad. Yeah, Ayuk and Mc like, Ayuk, like, not doing PT. Streets are saying he has 1 knee. Like, he didn't do the PT, and now it's just a bunch of scarring in his knee. Yeah, I've seen His behavior too in the offseason has been diabolical, even during the season when San Fran was playing and he was supposed to be PTing. Like, we've seen him with our own eyes, so, yeah, I just wouldn't mind having 0. Is there a case in which he hits? Sure. At that price? Sure, sure, but, this it's not the signs aren't looking great right now. It's not pointing in the right direction. Not pointing in the right direction. Nixon only has 1 foot. That's so funny. Braylon Allen at 189, B-Rob off at 187. Dude, TS Lane with the 3 RBs still? There it is, Kaytron Allen off. I like the Kamani Vidal just for the Chargers correlate. Let's go Vidal and who's their wide receiver? Let's bring in the year 2 guy in Tennessee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add a 9th wide receiver here. Last one will most likely be a rookie. With a 2.582, Herbert, Lawrence, Gibbs, Chase Brown, Trayvon Henderson, Aaron Jones, Kimani Vidal, Olave, DJ Moore, Myers, Quinn Johnson, Juwan Jennings, Dobbs, Adonai Mitchell, and Goddard and Strange. And we'll see. What's the difference between Vidal and so here's the thing. You could get a pretty good rise out of Vidal if, uh, either Najee is not good to go, he's released, or whatever the case is there. So I don't mind getting a few shares of Vidal. I mean, he could also completely be X'd out, but will the Chargers bring in someone on free agency? No, I don't think so. Will they spend in the draft? I don't think so, so getting him at 192, about 17 picks after ADP. Keaton Missiles, interesting. Yeah, sure, sure. The Ludo hitting it. Yeah, yeah, it's you just can't. He got paid, man. He got paid, but, I think did they end up voiding it? I think they ended up voiding most of the contract if at least I saw some of those rumors. But he was acting like he got paid, that's for sure. What's your secret to having high advance rate across tournaments? Last year was great. Really, I I really just try to build strong teams, right? You're you're making small bets. You're making small bets, and sometimes you're gonna be right, and sometimes you're going to be wrong. Like making the bet that anything. You could take, for example, making the bet that AJ Brown moves on to a different team, right? Like last year, my big one was Javonte Williams becoming a Cowboy. Like, when you make bets like that and you hit on them, it's going to significantly boost your advance rate. What do you wanna do here? Mason Taylor, we'll grab the Adonai Mitchell, Mason Taylor combo there. Man, we get so many more picks. This is great. I like Malik Washington here. Also don't mind Keenan Allen, who's here at RB. Let's go Keenan Allen. Let's make the bet he returns for one last season. I don't have too much, and we have Herbert here, so it makes sense. I already know who I'm going for RB. Yeah, it's really finding those players that are mispriced, right? Building strong teams, but not every now and then. You'll know you'll know when you took advantage of that draft room. Like, you'll look at your team and be like, "Oh, this was a good one. Oh, this one wasn't a good one." Well, what'd I do? Like, what where in the draft room was the quote, unquote "mistake?" And then continuously just looking at your teams and be like, "Oh, this one's strong. This one's strong." So, a little bit of consistency with drafting as well. Building strong teams, good roster correlation, and sound drafting with how much spent to each position, etcetera. We could stop here and go with 3rd QB as well. It would be one of one of these 2. Geno Smith to the Jets for the double stack. Kirk Cousins to the Jets. I don't know if that one makes sense. I don't know if that one makes sense. The ultimate ball knower. No, I just try to think reasonably, man. Try to think on both sides of the yeah, he's way up the board. He's way up the board. In this room specifically where we have, like, 6 listeners, you just have to build an advancing team at this point. You're not gonna worry about, like, "Oh, I wanna get him, like, 13 picks of value based on where I have him ranked." It's we did the live ranks in the room. Just gotta build a team that's going to advance. Okay. I'm between I'm between QB or RB here. 5 RBs in 20-round draft is kinda tough, even though we start 3 first 4 rounds with an RB. Mm, mm, mm. It's Kirk Cousins or it's LeQuint for the Jags. Let's go LeQuint. Let's lean on these 2 QBs. Let's bring in another correlated piece with Jacksonville. So we have LeQuint Allen with Myers and Strange. We have our Chargers, Keenan Allen potentially. QJ, Vidal with Herbert. I'll put some nice correlation here as well. Let's see. Yeah, I like how that one panned out. So this one we started off with 3 RBs through 4 rounds. Olave, DJ Moore, we double tap QB. Myers, QJ, we sort of luck into some correlation here, fallen correlation, and we have to go 4 straight receivers. We bring Dobbs up to 121, which felt good. We get falling values at tight end, which is just lucky. Aaron Jones was good 4th RB for this team, allows us to take a shot on a Vidal, a Quinn Allen. You think Aaron Jones, you're not thinking like he's gonna get 200 touches this year, but 150 touches seems pretty a safe bet. safe bet before we get a landing spot. Adonai, Ellick, and Keenan Allen. Yeah, that for going 2 receivers through 7 rounds, that one turned out pretty good. In this room as well because we have some savages in this room. Take one last peek, and we'll fly through some of these teams that drafted with us. TS Lane with the 4.682, Bakey Bake, Fernando, Mendoza, Jacoby, A Rich. It could work. It could work. A Rich is he's gonna rise this year. Whether you wanna go on that roller coaster ride again or not, I'm off the ride at this point, but it's all guaranteed. It's gonna happen. Bijan, Jaylen Warren, Emmett Johnson, Keyshawn, hero RB build. Might have needed another middling round RB here. Nico, Flowers, Emeka, Marv, Diggs. Probably stopping here. Maybe one of these picks should have been an RB, but, RBs did go fast in those early rounds, especially with one team going 4 RBs through 5 rounds. It's really gonna change the room. We end up benefiting from that by going 3 RBs through 4 rounds, so we get a little lucky there, but, once I see this guy go 3 on the way back around when I have the chance to go trade Henderson, I say I mentioned it to the crowd, I'm like, "This guy, if he continues to go RB, he'll change the room," but they did end up settling down with 5 total, which I think is fine. Bowers and Kittle. Kittle, I just don't know what to do with. I will say, if you're fading Kittle, what's how do we take advantage of that besides just fading Kittle? Like, is it Jake Thomas? Is it do they do they draft a rookie? Um, Sort of covering both ends of the bet is, just good process. Drake and not always can't always do it, but Drake May, Goff is strong, also brings in Malik Willis. So, again, when we go 2 QBs and a lot of teams have already soaked up a lot of value with 3 QBs, makes our 2 middle round QBs strong as well. Jacobs, Demont, Rico, James Conner, Rashad White. I really like this RB roam. Goes Demont at 51 here. Chase, Terry, Alec Pierce, Jane Higgins, Troy Franklin, Isaac Tesla, and this is you can't win every position. You know, if you're gonna win QB, you're gonna win RB. Something's gotta look a little off. Just threw numbers at it. I actually don't mind Tez Johnson, especially in the big board 20 round drafts. He's gonna be the 4th option there, but they run a ton of 3 wide receiver sets, and we'll just sort of see. Mike Evans moving on would, uh would give him a nice little boost as well. He'd become viable. Riding likely is fun. Nice draft there. If you are in here, let me know where you are drafting from. I might miss some people. Tez's with juice. Yeah, I mean, he was serviceable. He was serviceable, but it took injuries for him to get on the field. He's still gonna be you have he's still gonna be the 4th option. So, Dart, Rogers, Simpson, Deshaun Watson. Oh, TB Bucks. Oh, Drewski. Oh, Drewski. Breece Hall, Javonte Williams, Algier, Corum, Coleman, and Tracy. JSN, Neighbors, Waddle, Jordan Tyson, Denzel Boston, Rashid Shaheed, Mark Mims, Kelsey, Theo Johnson, and Colby Parkinson. Did Drew pay the rake in this one? Many are asking, did Drew donate to the stream here? Is this I hate my team. Nice draft with you. I appreciate you coming out, Kenny. Oh, the daycare variant of week popping up again. Beautiful. Ladies first. Coxer's in the house. Joe Burrow and Dak. You can appreciate a nice 2 QB team every now and then when it makes sense, right? When it makes sense. Cam Scat, Newton, Mike Washington, Alvin Kamara, Tank Bigsby, and I think Tank right now isn't getting risen up the board enough with the just the Saquon Barkley on the trading block thing. Kind of a big deal. Now, would they run Tank as the 1A? Probably not. They would bring someone else in, but you would still think, like, all right, probably go in that, like, 160 range now until we know what's going on. Um, but yeah, I like Tank right now, and you can get him right around ADP. CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, T. Higgs, Burden, grabs him at 41, Reed, Golden, Omar, Cooper Jr., and Branch. For a second, I was like, "Oh, did you have Love?" Like, a little double stack Reno, but Kyle Pitts, Ferg, and Chig. Chig's interesting. Chig was one I was clicking right when, like, the little blue opened up. I've been coming off of it. I'll be curious to see what happens to Chig this season. If he's still a Titan, if he moves on, does he land on a team? It's hard to imagine him landing in a spot where he's the tight end 1 on the team, so just been coming off of it a little bit more, but I don't mind the 3 tight end room at all. Little shaky at RB if Cam Scat isn't good to go right away or limited snaps early in the season, or if they touch RB, they're threatening to do to make their draft stock go up in the 5, but I'd be very surprised to see them go RB in the 5 spot. 0 fucks at 11? I may have donated, I don't know. 3683, Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, and Stroud Stroud. Derrick Henry, Harvey's just soaking up all the touchdowns in Baltimore. Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey, Stevenson, and Pollard. Okay, this looks good. Woody at 155 seems even really nice. Monroe, Garrett Wilson, Lemon, Godwin, Mooney just got released. Cup, Knoll, and Rashad Bateman. At pick 107, you didn't pick your next one till 203. It was looking good. It was looking good. You couldn't let Woody Marks go, though. You couldn't let him go at 155. And then Hunter Henry here is great at 158. Barner, Schultz. I like those 3 tight ends, but you sacrifice that area of needing wide receivers to go the tight ends there. We'll see. We'll see. Bateman, can he do worse than last year? I don't. And finally, QB the King 3683, Bo Nix, Kyler, go get your guys. And Bryce Young, Tien, Chuba Hubbard, Sean Tucker, Dylan Sampson, and Caleb Johnson. Looks fine to me. Justin Jefferson, Tet, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Judy, Flournoy, Lane, and Fields. Looks about right. Gaston, Ferguson, and Stowers is very strong. My Stowers percent is dropping every draft we do. Not able to get him anymore. Now, looking back at my team, I do like it a little more. I think we had a pretty good draft for this room. Which is not really a typical style for us, but only 4 receivers when I pick 100. Then we double tap. Pretty balanced at tight end. Give me 3 darts. 1 correlated. We have the double stack with the Jets. That's always good, right? That's always that's how you win the big board. You double stack the Jets. Someone's gotta score points. Someone's gotta give me 5 points. Like, but very strong at RB, 3 through 48. 2 middle round QBs. And that's a wrap. I'll be shooting out the updated 175 CSV right after I sign out here. You guys can find that on the Patreon. Link is in the description of the video. The link is in the Discord. The link is it's tagged for, in the chat, and I'll share it again in the chat before we get off here, but I appreciate you guys coming out. If you enjoyed the stream, slap the like down below and subscribe. We have more content coming to you soon. We'll be streaming not every day because wife and kids and such, but we're gonna be streaming every week. So keep an eye out, hit the bell for notifications. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great day. Pounder.